Morning, well, it's Hippy Trev here. It's time to work on the boat. Roll the intro.
Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it.
Rightio, well, so I got a lot of comments yesterday on with the boat, and thank you to everyone. I replied to absolutely everyone, I think I did. Over 90% of you said check the torque converter and flexi-plate bolts. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Water and a couple of others said about high engine oil pressure on the gauge. They suggested that that only happens when there's not enough oil running through the motor. I think Danny also said the same thing. I've overfilled this motor by quite a lot. So I don't think that's the problem. I don't think it's an engine problem. When this thing's just sitting on the ground and idling and you give it a good rev, there's no noise there, there's no nasties are when you're driving down the road, there's no bottom end bearing noise, there's nothing. It's only when I stick the boot into it that noise comes. And all these problems really only started after I overfilled the transmission up at Mount Morgan. But anyway, we're going to start with the basics and try and work our way through. I couldn't for the life of me buy 4 litres of gender neutral fluid here in town yesterday. So I'm just trying to save the fluid I've got out of it. I don't even have a pan gasket. There's no sump plug on the pan for the transmission. So I'm just going to drain the oil, try and save it, try and save the gasket and see where we go from there, but just basically drain it and see what's sitting in the bottom of that auto. I'm also, before I do anything else, first thing I want to do is I want to drain some oil out of the engine and get that back to a decent level. I've got some empty containers here that are clean so I can actually save that oil. It hasn't been in that long, so it's still actually, that oil's probably only been in there about 300-400 miles, so it's still perfectly clean, but I'll have a look at that and filter it and go through all that. And then I'm going to pull the dust cover off underneath, which is easy access, just to check the torque converter bolts and check the flexi plate that a few people suggested. That's the problem. I don't think it is. But anyway, until you rule these things out, you don't know, and they're the easiest to get to. The dust cover's pretty easy to get to. I've got an exhaust in the way, but I got it off and on without too much drama. I haven't started the car this morning, so everything's dead cold. Don't have to worry about burning myself. So the first thing I really need to do is get under there, get some oil out of the engine and get that plumbed back up and save that. Then next one, get the dust cover off and check the torque converter bolts and check for anything wrong in the flexi plate. And after that, I guess the only thing left to do that would be drop the oil pan on the transmission and see where we go from there. So, rightio, well, I need to get some oil out of this engine before we go any further. Rightio, so I haven't got myself a lot of room here. But anyway, I don't want to drain all the oil out with these transmission lines. I had this engine so over full, not funny. So we need to get at least a couple of litres out. I don't know if I can get the plug back in before I get too much oil out. It's still, I mean, it looks black coming out, but it's still fairly clear. All right, that should be enough. Let's see if I can get the plug back in without making too much of a mess. Right, that's that. That was pretty easy. Let's get that in and sealed up. There's no real major oil leaks under this car. It's all pretty good. No water leaks, anything like that. Right, I won't know until I'm back on level ground if I've got enough oil out, but I should have. There's a fair bit. I've taken a fair bit of oil out there. So we'll put that to one side. Didn't need that container. Clean all that up. Now, next thing is we'll get rid of the dust cover and check the there we go. All right, so next thing to do is I'll get off. I think it's, pretty sure it's 7/16. So I definitely overfilled the engine yesterday. So I'm hoping that's why the oil pressure gauge was so high. I'm pretty sure that was the reason. Now, let's see if I can get this dust cover off. There's one nut up there, it's a real bastard. That one up in there, he's a bit of a prick to get to because I've got oil lines and I've got exhausts in the way. So we're going to remove this. I'm pretty sure I don't have to take the starter motor out to get this off. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't. I fucking hope not. Oh, there's just no room to get my fingers in there to get that bolt out. So getting it back in will be interesting. Right, that's the pan off. And I can tell already that that's fine. So, let's bring you up under here. Right, that bolt's tight. That bolt's tight. I'm also looking for cracks of any kind. Right, that's tight. So, right here, right now, there is nothing wrong with these torque converter bolts or the flexi plate. The flexi plate's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no cracks, nothing's wrong there, nothing's binding up. Everything is exactly as it should be there. No problem. Okay, as I thought. So basically what that does, that leaves me to now have to pull the pan off the automatic. Now, well, it's time to take this pan off the bottom of the auto. I think I'm going to need a new split pin here. This one's just about completely stuffed. There's nothing left of it. Come out. A little bit left. Oh, we might just stick him right there so I can save him. Right, that's that. Now I'm pretty sure these are 1/2 inch. I'll take my shifter brackets off first. And they've got spacers as well. Rightio, okay. So it has 2 spacers. Do not want to lose them for my Hurst shifter. Rightio, get that out of the way. Oh shit. Alright, tuck him up out of the way. We'll start down the back at the lowest point and hopefully we can start draining some oil. Oh, I'd love some electric zippy tools. Everything I do is manual. It'd be nice to have like a Milwaukee something, whatever they call them. That would be awesome. I don't know if I can reuse this gasket. I could be off the road for a couple of days until I get another pan gasket sorted. I do have a rubber one in the shed. I don't know if it's usable or it's going to be any use. It's the one that come with it. They reckon rubber's reusable, I'm not so sure. All right, starting to drip a bit here. So yeah, there's no sump plug in this transmission pan, which is a pain in the arse. Wish there was, but there's not. So I've got to drop the whole pan just to drain the oil. But maybe that's a good thing, so we get to have a look inside. I think I've got a band adjuster cover gasket in the shed, which means I might be able to adjust my bands up too. I've got to go and watch a YouTube on how to do that. So I think you tighten them up to so many pounds, then back them off 10 turns for what I remember. All right. Oh, I hate being all the way under here. Never feels safe. Even though I'm on wheel stands, it just never feels safe. She's starting to drip a bit now. Right, just a couple more screws up front. I'll move you back a bit in case we end up with a slosh. Oh, I just found a washer. Oh, that could be from... Okay, that could... Yep, I think I know where that's from. Just going to loosen these last two off. Don't want it coming down in one big hit. It's going to come down in one big hit, I can tell. So what I might do is put a screw back in there just to stop it dropping all the way. They're a fair way out. I think I need a screwdriver and prise that down now. Oh, I'm catching most of it. There we go. All right. Well, it all looks pretty clean. The fluid, that is. All right, we'll let that drain. It's all nice and red. Right, let's see if I can get this out without making a huge fucking mess and draining my camera in transmission fluid. I want to have a look in the bottom of the pan before it all drains. Rightio. That's the pan off. Let's get her out. I might be able to save the gasket. Right, oh, I've lost a fair bit over there. Right, they can all drip and... Let's get this pan out. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna need a new auto. And I will show you why. Damn it. I can see I picked up something. Here we go. Look, I don't think that's supposed to be in the bottom of the pan. I think I'm fucked. Rightio. Damn. I'll drain this into here, but I got a feeling. Alright, let's drain this into here. I've got a feeling I need a new auto. Yep, there's red paint. And two of those bits lying in the pan. Actually, there's more than that. I reckon I must have snapped a band or something. And it looks like red paint, like red glitter in there. Looks like lots of red glitter. So that's pretty bad. There's heaps of red glitter in there, and I have 3 bits of broken, whatever they are. I think that would suggest I need a new auto or a rebuild. Oh yeah, look, I've just pulled that out of the filter. That's just come out of the filter. I can take the filter out later and have a better look in that, give that a clean. A lot of black shit everywhere. So that's the inside of a Genera Neutral 3-speed Trimatic, and I think I'm dead in the fucking water here. I will pull that out, but yeah, I'm going to let that drip for the rest of the afternoon. So there's another bit of something that's been picked up in the oil filter. My mate Wayne up in Bundy. Maybe you can show your mates at the auto shop where you live next to and show them what that is. Maybe they can tell me something. This was actually driving. What I might do, it's all wrong. But I think we found the problem. I'm pretty sure it's not the motor. I'm pretty sure that transmission is absolutely shot. Well, it was driving. It was shifting into drive. It was going. It was just making an awful noise under load. So now that I've drained it, I might pull the filter off, clean the filter, gum the pan up, throw it back on, and at least I will have transport to drive around on. But I'm seriously looking for another Trimatic. So anyone out there, any one of my subscribers or anyone who views my videos can get me a V8 3-speed transmission, let me know and we'll work out some sort of way of getting it picked up, some sort of codage, some way of paying for it. I really don't know. But as it stands right now, this car needs a new transmission. I mean, I'm not surprised. It sat on the bloody shed floor for like 2 years before I even got to this motor. And then I drove it solidly for nearly 3 years, and then I had all the overheating problems. So in one way, I'm not surprised. It's lasted pretty good. It is, at the end of the day, only a transmission. And like I said, I might just pull the filter out, give it a good clean, let that drip dry for the rest of the day. Throw the pan back on, put some gender neutral fluid oil back in it, and drive around and hope it doesn't leave me stranded. I've got full RACQ, so I can get towed home anytime I need. The only big trip I've got to get to Gayndah on the 31st, and I've got to be there at 10:30 in the morning. That's a real issue. I have to be there. Other than that, I can just use this as a shopping trolley around town. So, rightio, well, so that's the end of today's video. I think we've discovered what the problem is. Thanks for everyone and all their comments. So, as I said, always check the easy things first. So, first thing I did was bang, check the torque converter bolts and check the flexi plate. Not the problem. Move the pan, and we're obviously finding bits of problem in there. So, rightio worlds. If anyone can help, please let me know. Email me, hippytrev@bigpond.com. I'll give you a phone number. We can talk over the phone. I don't have a lot of money to spare, so I don't want to be spending 4 or 5 grand on a transmission. I just want something to get me back on the road as quickly as possible. So, anyway, worlds, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.